Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat and welcome back to the brand new map change video. And today's map change video, we're going to go over all of the map changes inside of the brand new Fortnite update season 4 of chapter 6. It's very exciting. All of the map changes are on OG. I'll be making it in a separate video just because there's so many, otherwise this video will be really long. So let's make two separate videos, which makes sense. So whichever one you're interested in, you can watch. Don't forget, before you buy that battle pass, pop in code POST to your item shop to support me further. It goes a long way. Let's see if we can get 1,000 supporters. Pop it in, code POST. It takes 4 seconds. POST. Let me know in the comments if you've done it and I'll heart it. So first off, we're going to start over at the Hive POI, which is probably the main brand new POI which has been added in, the Hive of all the bugs and all the beasts which has been added in. It's really cool. You'll find a lot of little Easter eggs and cool references. The U2 robots will appear all over the map as well. You'll see them in different spots. Here's some here at the Hive POI. But this Hive POI doesn't just have a giant hive inside of it. It has a few little Easter eggs and references as well, which is going on in this area. The main thing over here is the main boss as well, which spawns in, which is the Queen, which you can take out for a lot of loot and a mythic, which is really cool. But obviously the giant hives are over here as well, and it's one of the main POIs. It doesn't really have too much structure to it building wise. It's just very open and kind of, obviously you can go inside of the hives, but nothing major, like as in like farming areas or anything like that other than stone. There's no big buildings. So it's a cool POI and it's quite unique. You can also land on top of the hives as well, and you can jump down into the water at the bottom, which will also replenish your health with the Slurp ability. So it's kind of cool on that side. But there's not only that, there's obviously different type of animals. You've got this guy over here, the bomber, and you've obviously got the normal bug as well, which is everywhere flying around, which you can take out. So do be careful for them. They're going to be everywhere. The Queen is obviously the hardest one to defeat, so make sure you take her out if you want that mythic loot. Coming in next, we've got one of my favorite map changes which we've been tracking every single season, the frog updates. So frog updates, Frog Island, whatever you want to call it, this is the location. Let me know in the comments if you've got a name or a nickname you want to name this island, because it has had updates every single season and almost every update where we keep track of our 4 family members here, the frogs. And obviously we can see that these frogs are now equipped with the technology of the current geezers on the island, which are known as the OXR, which is the new faction, the army. And they've got all the technology. They've got 2 laptops, they've got some walkie-talkies, a radio system, and a big kind of monitor, and obviously some cooking equipment if they need it, some cupboards, you know, got to store some stuff as well, and then some other cabinets over here. So I kind of like this. The frogs are upgrading themselves. They've got some lights up there, and further down they've also got an escape route as well with a lot of slurp battles on. We want to get that full shield. This is a good spot to land. It's worth noting that Toybox now has every weapon inside of Fortnite entirely for free, no gold required, instantly available. Every single weapon ever in Fortnite is in here. You can try out everything from the Swarm Strike, which is brand new, all of the new exotics as well. The Bug Blaster's in here. Anything that's not a collab item is in here. We even have the Sweeper Shotgun as well as the Lead Spitter 3000. There's so many cool items. The Double Trouble, which is like the double pump new upgrade exotic. The obviously enhanced revolver. And all the other new weapons to try out. I don't want to show them all off because it's going to take too long and I want to get back to the map changes. But pop on in by searching for the word toy and I'll see you guys in there. 2 other smaller map changes which come in very close to this POI. I'll just mention this before we show them off. We've also got these bases. There's 3 of these bases around the map. These are known as the kind of outer OXR HQ bases. There's 3 of them. This is one of them. You can tell where they are by looking at this giant bright light which kind of shines, and you'll see it at night where the HQ bases are. They're kind of like the safe zones for the loopers to go to if they need to, which I like. There are going to be some helicopters as well. There's going to be a few. There's going to be, I don't know where there's going to be, how many there's going to be exactly, but they're going to be at these HQs as well. So keep an eye out for them. They're easy to spot from the battle bus. Now, some weird changes with reboot vans. This one has some frogs surrounding it. This is brand new. It's super strange and one that I really do like. And the other reboot van I want to show off, I don't know why I'm showing so much reboot van stuff, but why not? Reboot vans are quite funny, aren't they? So here's another one. This one's really awkward to get to. It's on top of this giant rock. It is climbable. You can climb from this side over here and climb your way up, but it's a little bit awkward to get to, and probably one that I wouldn't be going to personally. It's pretty deadly. You could get absolutely beamed on there, so do watch out for that, guys. It's a pretty risky one. So the next section we've got over on this side from the Hive is actually called Boogie Slurp Waters, and it's like a slurp area, but obviously filled with the bug juice. And it's a cool little POI. You've got the robots over here as well repairing it up, and it's just a little section to come and visit. It will be be a pass-through POI, or maybe a land for competitive players, but most of us, this will just be a giant pass-through. But it's a cool POI, and it's definitely worth visiting because it's got a reboot van and obviously the ability to slurp up as well at this POI, which is kind of cool to have, because having that ability to slurp up is nice. And obviously you've got the little warning there as well for the bugs. Now if we keep going around and follow it around, there's actually one of my favourite map changes which we've seen so far, and that is not any of these wreckages which we've got over here of other POIs. These are cool but not my favourite. There is actually a major kind of Easter egg POI just to the right of it over here. And if you guys remember the bird little logo, this thing over here, well, they've decided, the bugs, to make it a shrine, to worship it in the game. It's really weird. They actually took it off this gas station over here. You can see this gas station's been completely trashed. You can kind of see where they've been up here. They've pulled it down slowly. You can see where the marks have been left, and it kind of leads its way to this kind of giant king shrine area where the bugs are worshipping it. And it's pretty funny. So they absolutely love this bird, which is on top of the gas stations. We've known it for a while now. It's been the main Easter egg, but it's funny to have it as, like, I guess, like a worship shrine for the bugs. It's like they just don't understand what it is, but they've decided to use it as their worshipful, I don't even know what you want to use the word for it, but some sort of worship shrine, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I like it. All right, that's that POI there. Let's move over to our next one though, which is going to be coming in over on this side. We're going to pass a little bit over, and it looks like now brutal box cards has finally been replaced with probably a worse POI, to be honest. This is going to be Swarmmy Stash, and this is just one of the many bases which we know as the OXR, I believe they're called, the team now that owns the main bases. This is one of their bases which has been trashed, which has been here for a while, and it looks like it's completely open and just more of an abandoned style base which has been invaded by the bugs. So I do like what we've got there. The Hive have taken over this area and obviously completely taken control of it. It's nice to see that this is just a big POI and something that's worth visiting, but not huge. It's big enough. It's like factories from OG, but it's not a major one, but it's cool to have. Now if we follow this up through the Hive, you got also different stuff like Slurp van there, more Slurp water, more little Hive area as it transfers over to the main base where the humans are holding out, or the loopers should I say, the OXR armory. Now this is going to be the big one. This is the big map change. This is like, now this is probably the main spot you're going to be landing this season, the OXR Headquarters, which is where the army is going to be based. This has some really cool map changes all over it. It's got a little target range, bringing back that OG style vibe, where you got to shoot these things. It's also got some other target range things up here as well, and there's just all sorts of different target ranges around. We've also got the U2 bots, which do make an appearance everywhere. They're more like, I guess they're like the meme type things this season, which are just everywhere over the map, or this chapter, they've just been everywhere over chapter 6, so it's nice to see that they've got their own little spot, and just more as well. As you do explore this further, you'll find like signs with bug warnings and stuff, and obviously the ability to kind of buy weapons in this area. This is a giant facility, so you'll find many areas where you can actually buy yourself a bunch of weapons. If you do pass by, you'll find a bunch of them as we keep moving around. I'll show you guys some of them if we go in some of the buildings. Go inside of here, you can see there are going to be different stations where you can buy weapons from, like this little table and other little bits as well, and you'll just see lots of buy points. There's also a few signs in here as well to swarm problem, call the professionals, and you'll find a bunch around here which are pretty cool. Here, another one here, let's destroy the swarm, just reminding the loopers to work together to take out the swarm and don't let it overtake the island. It's kind of neat. We've got a little canteria area for the army, which is pretty cool. Another little sign over here as well, which is a funny one, which is beware bugs in coffee. So they're everywhere. They're even getting inside the loopers' coffees, which is pretty funny. And then obviously this base itself does lurk around a little bit more, and it kind of even links into the tunnel as well, which I'll show you guys in a second. Another section of the base that links down to the tunnel down there, and just this base in general is just really cool. You'll be buying all your weapons from here or looting. It's one or the other, so definitely do check it out if you are passing through. It's a cool POI, and one that's just probably going to go forgotten over time because it's quite a messy POI, but it depends how main people make it. There are going to be helicopters obviously later on in the season which we're going to be using, so that's obviously going to be a big point for people. And obviously you've got the quarters here where the people would sleep. It's kind of neat. And then if we do go through a little bit further and go into the tunnel does also leak into the base as well. As you go into the tunnel, you can see it goes all the way through, but if you take the first door over here, this will take you into another kind of facility area where I guess the players, like a bunker style vibe, where the players would probably hide out or maybe be used to rotate as well if you want to rotate out of that area, I guess, the tunnel, or you're passing through and you want to get into the base quickly, it's a good way of getting up high. You get a big advantage really going through there. Look how high you go from the lower. So it's a cool little map change and one that's worth noting if you are in the area. But yeah, that's the main headquarters. Come and check it out for yourself. I don't want to tour it too much, otherwise we'll spend too much time looking. One thing that's worth noting as well is pump power next door to the HQ has been destroyed entirely. The power station has been overtaken by the Hive. They've completely destroyed it, and obviously this is crucial for them to take out the power for the HQ, which is a big problem. You can see obviously that has happened. They haven't been able to defend it enough, and the power system has been taken out by the Hive. So it's nice to see. It's definitely worth coming to check out if you're at this POI. They are trying to harvest something here. You can see there's some pipes going in with even a random gnome on top of it. There's always something random going on in Fortnite. But there you have it. That's what we have, and they have been taken over. So they're trying their best, but nothing really they can do, and the Hive has taken over the power station there and blocked it up entirely with no water or no extraction happening anymore at this section, which is going to be big for the loopers. So keep an eye peeled for that. It's also worth noting there's going to be a bunch of secret bunkers around the map, which you can unlock during the game by getting that level which is shown on the bunker, which is A in this scenario, and you go inside of here and it's literally just going to be a loot cave for you guys. A little bit of lag there, but you can see I'm inside, and it's just going to be a loot section where you're going to get some decent loot. You're probably going to get some alright stuff in here actually, and maybe even some mythics. So do keep your eyes peeled for them, or legendaries. They're going to be all over the map scattered. You'll find them better as you play more. I'm not going to show all the locations off of them just because it's only a smaller map change. Okay, Crime City. Yeah, really weird. Crime City is now an abandoned base, which I guess the OXR used to use. They replaced Crime City and then it went into this. This is so far ahead into the future of Fortnite. It's mad how much we teleport. Superman just took a break. Where's Superman when you need him now? He just kind of thought, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm not even going to help the loopers anymore. So we could do with you know what, Superman, you'd be really handy. Instead of Power Rangers, you'd probably do a better job. So why are you not here? I don't know. Anyway, that's some lore moaning to do. Not right now. Here we do have obviously the POI where Crime City once was, has now been replaced here with, I guess, Ranger's Ruin is what it's called, and I believe it's themed after one of OXR's HQs, but it's trashed. It's cool, it's nice to look at, and it's definitely cool to check out. Now, what I was saying before about them 3 different kind of like safety bases around the map, here's another one over on this side of the map. You can see this is one of the lovely bases. I love these because they're always at like a higher up point, and they feel like they're going to be quite a nice drop spot, and obviously going to have that helicopter spawn as well. This one's quite an interesting one because it's so close to an existing POI already. It's obviously close to the Canyon Crossroads, and this is going to be a weird one to kind of loot here and then loot Crossroads. It really puts a lot of loot in this section of the map, so it's definitely worth noting. Now, the weirdest map change, and probably the one that you all want to know about, is this thing. Now, we're going to probably save this for another video, but let me know in the comments down below what we think this is. What do we want to call it? So far, I'm calling it Kevin the Triangle. Let me know what you guys think we should call it. This is obviously going to be related to the lore, and it is huge. It's kind of like a podium type thing, a giant triangular object. It's got a lot of chests around it, so they want you to land at it. There's 4 chests in total. Oh, 5 chests around it and some ammo boxes, so they want you to check it out. But obviously this thing is one of many to come, hopefully, or one of something. So who knows what it is? Is it the last reality? Is it something else? The questions are left open for you guys to discuss in the comment section down below. This, in my opinion, is probably the best map change because it's the weirdest one that we've got. Now, moving over to where Demon's Domain was. This is where a giant bug hive can also be found, another Hive POI. This is the remains that we covered in a map change video the other day, but now they have been kind of just taken over by the Hive. Pretty cool. I like what they've got over here, and they've done a good job. You can still find as well from the live event the octopus is arm as well, which is all kind of tentacle, which is here, which is now obviously leaking out its substance, which is cool. It's completely deflated. The eyes are no longer kind of active, I don't think. Yeah, they're completely covered and faded away, so this beast has kind of faded out, but obviously he's summoned all of these bugs which are all over our island. And the other little POI I want to show you guys is over on this side as well, which is another one of them kind of safety bases. I guess this is here over here, and this is another one I really like. I love these safety bases. They give me chapter 2 season 1 vibes. So we had the ego bases, Alter and Ego, all around the map, and that gives me this sort of vibe. I just love the design of these sort of mini bases. They feel like they could be a map themselves, like a team deathmatch style map or a build. Gives me Halo vibes as well. I think they've done a great job with these, and obviously you've got the helicopter pad as well on this lower side. All of them have helicopter pads, that's why they've probably added them, and the OXR are here, which is basically to eliminate all of the bugs. So yeah, another thing I want to mention is obviously we've got the tennis courts over here on the right, and if we keep passing through, we should find some other stuff as well on the far side, which I want to mention, which is all over the map. It's just different roadblocks and different designs which have been distributed in different sections of the map. You'll be traveling around, for example, over here in this middle section, and you'll see lots of these kind of warning roadblocks things, obviously to kind of give you a warning of where not to go and where to go. And if you keep traveling even further, some roads will be entirely blocked off as well, and you won't even be able to go down it. So you'll see that all over as you do explore further, different little kind of outposts. We could cover all of these little roadblock things, but there's so many of them, we could just explore the entire map, and I'm sure you'll discover them as you're playing. I can't go over all of them. Here's another one here with a ramp and stuff, so don't want to go over all of them, but that's going to be it for today's map change video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new around here, and don't forget to pop into Toy Box if you want to try out all the new weapons which are currently available right now inside of Fortnite. Pop in, get access to them, try them out. They're all available for you. I'm sure you guys will love them.